Welcome everybody to Clarington Kia, and today we're going to take you on a tour of this 2022 Kia Telluride SX. Now this is a fantastic find and a great, very rare color combination with the onyx black and chocolate brown interior. You're going to see that when we hop inside the car. But what we're going to do is take you on a tour of the condition of this vehicle. I'll highlight some of the great features on it as well, so that way you know exactly what you're getting when you're looking at this specific 22 used Telluride right here at Clarington Kia. So let's start off up front with these beautiful LED headlights. You can see that nice amber LED daytime running lights, and then in the bumper down here we have the LED fog lights as well, and that is what's going to brighten up that road for you at night. It's going to be fantastic. Those lights are great. Now as we come around the side here, you can see these beautiful 20-inch alloy wheels on the Telluride. Look fantastic. Nice contrasting gray pattern in the spokes as well. And then I'll take a step back so you can see a nice side profile of the Telluride, but this driver's side is in excellent condition. I think my tongue is frozen there. I'm looking for any dings, dents, scratches, anything that I can show you, so that way you can see the exact condition of this vehicle before you come to maybe see it, drive it in person, or maybe you're thinking of buying it online. And of course, this is going to be a big help for you. So anything I find, I will point out for you. Now, as we stroll around to the back of the Telluride, you can see these nice, big, huge taillights, and that's designed for a reason. That's so people behind you see you stopping and don't end up in your trunk or hitting your back bumper. Had the nice Telluride logo on the back, that new Kia logo as well. We do have a power tailgate. Opens up on the key or by pushing the button there. And then a decent sized trunk when the rear third row seats are up. And of course those fold down as well. I'll show you one real quick. Headrest folds, they flip down like that. Super easy, nice flat cargo system as well. While we're back here, cup holders for the kids, USB ports for the kids as well. So that way they stay charged up, and then you can see that those seats fold down as well. So if you've got a lot of cargo, maybe you went to IKEA, bought yourself a nice bookshelf, you can certainly put that in here without an issue. You can also fold down the second row seats right from here. So these are manual, hit those, and then those seats there will fold down. You don't have to get inside that passenger compartment to get those down. Now, a real quick rear bumper check. Give me one sec as this closes up. I always like to check here just to see if there's any big, gnarly German Shepherd sized bites out of the bumper, but no, everything looks fantastic. You can see the rear sonar here. This actually has a 360 camera as well, which I'll show you when we get inside. So that way parking this is super easy. Now coming around to the passenger side, everything looks great on the passenger side as well. I did inspect this, of course, before there was some snow on it. And it looked great. I didn't see any door dings, any minor scratches. Only 52,000 kilometers, so it's kind of expected, but you know, every now and then there's a couple of little things. Now, right here on the front bumper, I don't know if you can see this. It's really hard to tell on a black paint, but there's just a little, there it is there. It's kind of easier to see there. Just a little scuff right on that line right here, but it's very, very minor. And it's in the plastic, it's nothing metal here, so nothing's gonna rust. A little touch-up paint, and that'll really clean that up. Take a look at the front bumper here. Again, what a great looking presence on the vehicle. That new Kia logo, you can see there's a camera right there as well, and that's going to give us another view for the 360 camera, which I'll show you when we hop inside. Now let's go take a look at the back seats here, because this is really the meat and potatoes of a Telluride, right? Let's face it, you're buying this because you got little ones or maybe big ones you're putting back here. I apologize, that's from the front seat. I was taking photos. Look at how nice these rear seats are. This chocolate brown interior with that black exterior is a great contrast. The car smells absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm not kidding when I say it smells incredible. Definitely a non-smoker. I think they have an air freshener somewhere in here because it really does smell great. And then quick tour of the back seats here. They look great too. You can see I folded that down nice and easy just by pushing that button there. And then now you can see that we have a little bit more room for back passengers here for legroom. If you've got all 7 people in the car, that's going to be a little bit more helpful. You can slide this seat up or down whatever way you like, so that way all the passengers have some more room. You can slide this back like so, and then we can also recline these rear seats quite a bit, as you can see here. which is great. So again, the whole point is it's comfort for everybody. And then having a look up, we have that nice massive panoramic sunroof, goes all the way back here almost to the third row seats, and that's going to bring a lot of light in the cabin. If your kids have a tendency to get a little car sick, this is going to be helpful for them. And then last but not least, tri-zone climate control, so rear passengers have their own temperature. You can see we have the vents in the roof as well, so everybody stays nice and warm back here. And then, oh, sorry, I shouldn't say last but not least, there's a couple more things. We do have a regular 115 volt outlet back here. So if you want to charge up a laptop or some of the electronics, you can plug it in there. And then there's also USB ports in the side of the two front seats here. So everybody stays charged up and entertained on the long drive. And let's face it, that's pretty important. Now we also have the sunscreen built into the door. So that way you don't need to buy the little crummy ones that stick on from Canadian Tire. Those are already built in there. Taking a look in the front. These front seats, as you can see, are in great shape. We have a power driver's seat with power lumbar support as well, all hooked up to a 2-driver memory setting system. And then here is the passenger seats too. No rips, no tears, no stains, no burns, just that beautiful chocolate leather. And then there's our power tilt and slide sunroof for the front passengers here. Now let's take a hop inside. Kick off my boots because I took that mat out. Okay. So over here on the left, we have all of our safety systems, our blind spot warning, our lane keeping assist, our power tailgate here you can open from up front here. Obviously, we even have power folding side view mirrors, which is great. When you lock the Telluride, those will fold in automatically for you. We have a leather heated steering wheel as well. We have all of our controls, of course, where they should be, including the adaptive cruise control here, which is fantastic. And then looking in the gauges here, let me see if I can zoom in for you. So 52,008 kilometers on there. Pardon me. Tire pressure warnings lights on, that's because of the day. It's probably just lost a little bit of pressure, but hey, that's good to know. We like to know that there's a tire pressure warning light because then we can check, right? And that's important for you when you're driving the vehicle. You want to know if you're losing pressure so that way you can stop and put some air in. Now, taking a look here, we have this beautiful 10.25 inch touchscreen display. Yes, it does work with gloves on. There's our nice map system that's built in. We have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. A couple little cool things with the Telluride, because this is a family-friendly vehicle. Let's say you have little kids in the back and you're on a road trip and they're asleep, and obviously you've got the radio going, but you don't want them to wake up. Just hit quiet mode. And what that does is it turns off those rear speakers and makes it a lot quieter back there for them, so that way you can still enjoy what you're listening to, but that turns it off back there for them. Or let's say they're just plugged into their iPad, same idea. Now, passenger talk is also another cool thing. If you turn that on, gloves, sorry. As you can see, my gloves are a little too big. There we go, passenger talk. So I don't know if you can hear, there's an echo in the vehicle right now, and that's because it's using the Bluetooth speaker to amplify my voice to the back speakers. I said Bluetooth speaker, you know what I mean, Bluetooth microphone, to amplify my voice to the back speakers, so that way you can talk to your kids back there without having to turn around and tell them be quiet. You can just do it nicely and calmly here and not be a panicked person and, you know, scold your kids. But that's a really cool system to have with the passenger talk. And then the rear climate controls, if your kids are prone to touching buttons all the time, you can lock out those rear climate controls. So that way, pardon me, so that way it's only you that has access, not the whole family back there, so it doesn't drive you bonkers. Now, as I mentioned, we do have a nice crystal clear rear view camera and a round view camera, or top down view camera. So you can see all four corners of the vehicle, makes parking very, very simple. Now, here's a cool little thing. When you put it in drive, it activates that front camera. So if you're parking in, say, a parking garage, or, you know, a busy parking lot where there's a truck in front of you with a trailer hitch, that happened to me last night, you can pull into the spot and not bump anything in front of you or behind you, which is fantastic to have. So I love that feature that you can activate the front camera at low speed, so that way you can park nice and confidently without damaging anything. Now, as we continue our little tour down here, here's our radio controls. They are all tactile buttons as well as on the touchscreen. Our heated steering wheel. Pardon me. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, hopefully that's the last time. Our dual zone climate control for driver and passenger, and of course the rear ones. Now, a nice thing here as well, we have the 3-stage heated seats, but also in the summertime, cooled seats. So if your butt's getting a little warm, you can turn on the air conditioning through the seats. It'll actually go right through the vents on the bottom of the seat and cool you off very well. That's for driver and passenger. We have our nice leather wrapped shifter here. And now we've got a couple of great controls. So the first and foremost is the drive control. So that is going to set your different drive modes. So we've got Comfort, Eco, Sport, and Smart. Obviously, Eco is going to try to conserve as much fuel as it can. Sport's going to unlock all of that horsepower from the V6. Comfort is kind of somewhere in between. The best mode to put it in, though, is, I'll be honest with you, Smart mode. And that all that does is it's just recognizing how you want to drive the car based off of how you're pushing the gas pedal, and it'll adjust everything for you automatically. Push this down, and now on a day like today, you could, if you wanted, throw it into snow mode, and it's going to recognize the fact that it's a little bit slippery out. It's going to activate that all-wheel drive sooner for you. I mean, how much sooner? Probably not a whole lot. I think, in honesty, this is kind of like a dummy switch, because the all-wheel drive system is active so quickly that I don't know that that does a whole lot. But hey, if it makes you feel better, throw it in snow mode and have some confidence. But I have complete confidence that it'll just do what it's supposed to do automatically. Electronic parking brake with auto hold, which is a fantastic feature at a stoplight, or in stop and go traffic. With the auto hold on, you can take your foot off the brake when you come to a complete stop, and it just holds the Telluride there until you push the gas, and it releases it nice and seamlessly, and it makes driving a heck of a lot easier in stop and go traffic or at long stoplights. Last but not least, here we've got underneath this, we have a wireless charger for your cell phone, another USB port or two. Lots of places to keep things charged in the Telluride, as you would expect, because hey, everybody's plugged in right now. So we have the nice chocolate bound doors with that nice ashy kind of wood, interior trim. And it really does a nice job at complementing the inside of this Telluride. I mean, agree with me, don't agree with me, but I think it really does. And last but not least, as we hop out here, I will show you the key if I can fish it out of my pockets with my gloves on. Let's see here. Because we do have, there we are. So the key, we do have the remote starter built in, all the nice buttons down the side, but it'll get this Telluride up and running whether it's hot or cold out, and that climate control active, so that way when you hop in, it's nice and comfortable for you, whether it's summer, winter, fall, or spring. And speaking of which, if you want to buy this Telluride or any other of the nice pre-owned vehicles or new cars we have, you can visit claringtonkia.ca or visit us here at the store in Bowmanville, where we serve all of the greater Toronto area, really all of Ontario, let's face it. From Ottawa to Niagara Falls, we're here for you guys to help bring these amazing cars to you. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and congratulations whoever picks up this beautiful, very rare 2022 Telluride SX with Onyx Black on chocolate brown interior.